In this video, I'll discuss the key features of public clouds and their benefits. Let's drill down a bit into public clouds, their features, and their benefits. Public clouds are internet-based, meaning that you access your data, apps, and services through the internet. Anyone can sign up for a public cloud. So an individual can purchase a subscription for services, and so can an organization with 10,000 employees. And it's either free or paid. The major cloud providers offer free trials, so you can try it out and get a feel for working in the cloud. The free services offered are limited and vary from provider to provider, and in some cases free trials are on a time-limited basis. Some services are always free or included in something you already own. For example, Microsoft provides OneDrive cloud storage services, and Google offers Google Drive. Without a paid subscription, your cloud storage space is limited, but if you don't need a lot of space, some services are always free or included in something you already own. For example, Microsoft provides OneDrive cloud storage services, and Google offers Google Drive. Without a paid subscription, your cloud storage space is limited, but if you don't need a lot of space, you can sign up for either of these offerings for free. The list of cloud providers continues to grow, but here are a few of the most well-known public cloud providers that offer suites of services. Google has Google Cloud. Amazon has Amazon Web Services, or AWS. IBM has IBM Cloud. And Microsoft's cloud service is called Microsoft Azure. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention other known quantities in the cloud space, which include Oracle, SAP, Salesforce, Alibaba, and Adobe. Costing models vary depending on the provider, but generally there are a few different ways organizations can purchase services from public cloud providers. First is pay-as-you-go, so you're paying for what you use when you use it. This might include data usage and apps or other services. The next is subscription-based, so you would pay a fee, normally month to month, with discounts for committing to longer periods of time, like a year. And several providers offer usage discounts, so in addition to committing to a period of time, you may get discounts based on the services you purchase and how much usage you're willing to commit to. And in pretty much every cloud provider, you'll find different models to choose from, packages that you can select based on your needs. So why would an organization want to migrate its IT operations to a public cloud? Well, there's plenty of reasons, but generally you have lowered costs, omni-access, in other words, access all the time from anywhere. No maintenance, that is, you'll have little to no maintenance, the kind associated with owning IT network infrastructure, applications, and operating systems, because the cloud provider is responsible for most of the heavy lifting. The ability to scale is very attractive to organizations that find themselves constantly purchasing and building new infrastructure to keep up with the speed of business. And then there's security, and it tends to raise eyebrows when one suggests that better security is a benefit of the cloud, but I intend to demonstrate how security is arguably one of the most important features of a public cloud. With that being said, there's a case to be made for reasons why an organization may not wish to adopt a public cloud solution. These issues will vary depending on the organization and their needs and cloud readiness, but generally some of the more common issues are cost, which in addition to being a benefit can possibly be a drawback. Now, it's important to understand that a huge benefit of the cloud is its costing model, but cost can be a downside for organizations that don't fully understand their IT spend, and worst, they don't understand their IT requirements. Different costing models from different cloud providers offer different opportunities, and the takeaway here should be that any organization wishing to commit to a public cloud should first do its homework. Control. In a very real sense, you can lose control of what you own because you don't own it anymore. Organizations that have relied on high customization of their IT may find the transition a difficult one if they're not prepared to change to a model where the cloud provider generally controls the interfaces and applications. Unpreparedness. While not necessarily the cloud's fault, in fact it isn't, organizations that haven't taken the time to understand what they need and how they'll use it may find that they're spending too much time and money. Licenses can be an issue. I've seen a few reports that suggest companies are struggling with understanding and managing the licenses of all the apps they have in a public cloud. And perhaps the one that usually appears at the top of most lists is wasted spend. This goes back to unpreparedness, but organizations that don't understand their needs end up paying for services and bandwidth that they don't use.